strawberries even more.
Yes.
So what kind of strawberries did you bring us today?
Well, these are some homegrown strawberries. If you've never grown strawberries before, I really encourage you to give them a try. They're very easy to grow. They're well adapted to our climate. And if you protect your plants in winter, they can produce for several years.
So what kinds of strawberry plants can we get?
Well, there's typically two different kinds. There is a June-bearing and an ever-bearing or day-neutral variety. And the June-bearing will produce in the spring. The day-neutral and ever-bearing variety will produce in the spring, and then another crop in the fall, but neither variety will produce when the temperature gets above 85 degrees.
So for someone like me who's never planted strawberries before, what type do you think we should get? Is there one you lean toward?
Really, any of them works well in this area. We have a lot of cultivars that we can grow here. Our website, extension.missouri.edu, has a list of all of the ones that grow well here. So just check out some of those varieties and see what you can find.
So let's talk about the growing conditions. We were talking beforehand that you can actually grow these in pots. You know, if you live in an apartment complex, you don't have access to the ground.
Yes. Yeah, they grow very well in pots. Just keep a couple of things in mind. They do need full sun, which is about 6 to 8 hours a day. They need well-drained soil. Strawberries are very drought tolerant, but when they're producing, you want to keep them watered, and that will help, get a better yield. If you do plant strawberries this year, they won't produce until next year. So if you plant them now and they start to flower, pinch those flowers off, and that's energy into establishing the plant, and then you'll get a bigger yield next year.
So why pinch those off? I wouldn't think about that.
Well, it just causes the energy of the plant to go into establishing that plant and to grow a good root system rather than go into berry production right off the bat.
How often do you recommend watering them? I know my plants tend to die because I don't water them enough, but I don't want strawberries to die. So how often should we water them?
Well, the recommendation is 1.5 inches per week, and it just depends on the rainfall. You can put a rain gauge out and see how much rain we get, and then supplement it with additional watering if you need to.
And once these are ready to be picked, what do you recommend we do?
Pick ripe strawberries daily. Slugs are a really big problem. They'll eat little holes in the strawberries, and they're very frustrating. You can use slug pellets if you need to. But the main thing is just to pick fresh berries daily.
So it's really kind of time-consuming, I guess you would say, but so worth it, especially if you like pies like you just made, or maybe strawberry jam. So for more information, where do you recommend we go?
Well, our website, extension.missouri.edu, is just a great source of information for strawberries as well as lots of other things.
All right. And you'll be stocking up on these, I'm sure.
Definitely.
These you said are a lot sweeter than the kinds you buy in the store.
The kinds you grow yourself. Yeah, they are